If you follow pop culture news or regularly watch reviews for TV, games, and movies, then there's a good chance you've heard of The Critical Drinker. And that wouldn't be surprising because Drinker has become one of, if not the most famous entertainment review person in a while. Hollywood knows of him and seem to fear what he might say in terms of criticism, while also kind of wanting to get some of his audience, and therefore a few big names will occasionally appear for an interview. And it isn't too shocking to see him in this kind of position because he has this extraordinary ability to elegantly summarize what is good or bad about a film in a very short time that is both enlightening and entertaining. He really has an ability to resonate with people and grab their attention and put things in a way that doesn't treat you like you're dumb, while maybe at the same time put to words thoughts you may have had and feelings you may have felt while watching certain things or thinking about the current state of Hollywood. Hello, welcome, and sorry. This is actually a bait and switch because I am not actually doing a video directly about the critical drinker.
Oh, damn!
This is actually a little experiment. I have just released two videos at the same time, one with a title and thumbnail criticizing the critical drinker, and one with a title and thumbnail praising the critical drinker. Each video has like a little cold opening thing that kind of makes it feel like it's a real video, and then it cuts to this part. From here on out, both videos are exactly the same. So, I mean, there's no real point in going to watch the other one. But what is the point in making these, and why are you telling me about it, you might be asking? Well, I'm doing this little explanation part mostly to pad the time. I don't want the videos to be only 30 seconds and make it less likely that they will be clicked on. As for why I'm doing this whole experiment thing in general, well, a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, I was watching The Critical Drinker on Open Bar. I think it was a super chat that asked Drinker if he had saw one of the many videos criticizing him, and he said no. And then there was a bit of this talk about how when you gain in popularity, there's always going to be people wanting to ride your coattails, either by copying you or trying to take you down or, just covering you a bunch or whatever kind of way you might think of. That is when the seed for this video was kind of planted. Then watching all of the EFAP coverage on the Audrey Noah shit, which all started with a critical drinker video that then snowballed into realizing that Audrey Noah is a plagiarist little copyright abusing rat. And from that, I thought, might as well try out that little video I had an idea about and be because I'm just curious about the results. And by trying out that little video idea, I mean try and answer the question which video would do better? A fuck the drinker video or fuck yeah the drinker video? Or at least the title and thumbnail. Because I don't really have a strong opinion either way of the drinker to really do a praise or hate video. But still, I was curious. And I think my channel is a good channel to try this whole thing because, and this is not fun to say, but because of its failure. I have been doing this now for about 3 years and have gotten absolutely nowhere. I don't really have an audience, so there won't be a lot of in house bias views. And it's safe to say that even though it is harder than ever to make it on YouTube, I'm just not very good at this. But the main reason why I think my channel would actually be decent for this is because I have kind of trained my algorithm to know what kind of content I make and to push my videos to a certain corner of the internet. I just don't make good enough videos to be viewed. But what about the coattails on the drinker's jacket in easy grasp while he's passed out kilt up at a bar? The tales of love 'em and hate 'em. If I reach for those, will I suddenly find some viewership number success? And if so, which one? Now, it doesn't actually matter the results of this little experiment in terms of direction for the channel. I don't plan on becoming a channel that just shits on or praises other creators or gets into the drama stuff or anything. I mean, unless there's one that pops up that I'm really passionate about for some reason. I mean, I do just plan on sticking with gaming stuff and reviews and eventually something like abridging or little animations if I can be fucked to put in the time. Stuff I can be authentic in my opinion about. But since my day job is in the STEM field, I do have this little nagging thing in my head that likes to do experiments like this. Now, I don't expect this to absolutely answer the overall question about is it more lucrative to be more negative or positive towards a popular thing, but it will be somewhat interesting results that might point more to one way than the other. And I wanted to do this on someone like The Drinker because he is a consistent popular person at the moment, doing a popular movie, TV show, or IP or something could work as well. But the talk and interest for something like that can be pretty short in terms of strength in the algorithm. Also, there are things like not wanting to spoil an actual good movie and TV show or kind of recency bias towards something and some other aspects that using entertainment that might kind of skew the results in some way. Doing it on someone like The Drinker has more of a chance for a longer time frame of data collecting. So, do I have a hypothesis on what the results would be? I do think that the shit on Drinker video will probably do slightly better than the positive Drinker video because I think it's easier to get people that already don't like Drinker to watch it and those that, maybe don't know about Drinker that they might check out because of some kind of drama related headline. And some people that like Drinker might be curious or wanting to defend him. And there's a lot of YouTube drama stuff going on at the moment.
What are the oranges for?
As someone who was a longtime Funhouse and Achievement Hunter fan, as soon as a lot of the controversy between some of those people broke out, I, would start watching videos to try to get kind of a better understanding and see what the allegations are. So maybe if they were bullshit, I wouldn't feel bad about still watching them, or maybe all the allegations would kind of note me out the door. And so, as for the positive vibe the Drinker video thing, I think you'll get people that do really like Drinker watching, and maybe a few curious about someone that, they may have heard about him and kind of watching it to see why people like Drinker. But for the most part, I think actual Drinker fans are more likely to just support Drinker and not as some random nothing YouTube channel video praising him. Or it could be a timing thing. I mean, what if the Drinker just is gone for a while? And then you put out a nostalgia video about his rise and eventual fall or end and stuff. That would probably do pretty well. A hey, remember how awesome this guy was and how big he did in YouTube kind of thing. But since the Drinker is still on the rise and his story is still being told, it seems less likely for a positive video to go as far as the negative one. Hey, if you've made it this far or you clicked on one of those and you are kind of vaguely interested on my personal views on the Drinker, I like him. I watch a decent amount of his videos and I would like to be on open bar one of these days. Or, at least get to talk to him a little bit to ask him about where to visit when I'm in Scotland for my honeymoon. All right, I think that's enough time padding. If you made it this far, then thanks for watching. If you want to know the results of this little experiment, then leave a comment, I guess. I don't know if I will even get enough data to make any sort of conclusion. There's a good chance no one's going to watch either one of these videos. Again, I'm bad at this. But in the off chance this goes well and people seem interested, then I can make a video showing some of the analytics on reach and performance and stuff in the back end. Kind of let you draw your own conclusions and maybe some stuff that I got to take away out of it. So, yeah, thanks again for watching. Sorry again for the bait and switch. You know, if you decide to thumbs down or unsubscribe if you're one of the few subscribers and stuff, I will understand. I guess, again, this is not the new direction of the channel. It's just me being curious as to what would happen and how far the videos